Hello, everyone. In this webinar, I'm going to introduce you to our EITA online learning portal. You can access the portal by going to eita-pa.org. The resources you'll find here are for adults who work with and support children ages birth to school age with developmental delays or disabilities and their families. Although our primary audience is Pennsylvania early intervention professionals, these resources are beneficial to early childhood professionals and home visiting staff who support all families and children, including those with delays and disabilities. In addition, we provide a number of resources for families, and you'll see that throughout the portal. Let's begin by looking at the home page. At the top of the home page, you'll find links to the professional development page, the professionals page, the families page, and our EITA partners. Under the image at the top of the home page, you'll find some highlighted content and training or other resources. These items typically change quarterly, so you'll want to check back often to see what's new. Just below these highlights, you'll find a scrolling panel with our 10 topic of interest pages. These include things like assistive technology, early language and literacy, inclusion, and social emotional, just to name a few. You'll see all of them here, and while we won't have time to look at each of them, we will look at one or two to give you a sense of the type of materials and resources you'll find on these pages. As you move to the bottom of the home page, you'll find our Twitter feed, where you can read our recent posts and link out to see more. We encourage you to follow us on Twitter and share our posts with others. It's a good way to stay up to date with what's new on the portal. Another way to stay up to date with what's new on the portal is to subscribe to the Portal to Practice. The EITA Portal to Practice is a monthly publication that provides information on new or highlighted resources and events. Here's a recent publication. You can see that we highlighted a new job aid for service coordinators, some resources for families and professionals supporting children with hearing loss and deafness, some resources for supporting dual language learners during COVID-19, some resources to support families during COVID-19, and finally, a reminder that an early intervention social emotional evaluation course is available. Let's head back up to the professional development link at the top of the homepage. When you access our professional development page, you'll find all of our courses and job aids listed in alphabetical order. Courses focus on complex topics, typically include multiple presentations or lessons, follow-up activities, and may include assignments. Most of our courses take about 3 hours to complete. All of our courses offer some type of credit. Job aids are designed to develop skills or share information and/or policy guidance on a specific topic. Most job aids take 15 to 20 minutes to complete. No credit is awarded for completion of a job aid. However, a certificate of completion is provided. You can narrow down the list of professional development offerings by using the search feature and filters on the left side of the page. I recommend doing this so you can see additional information about each course. For example, if I search for assistive technology, I not only get a list of courses and job aids on this topic, but I also see some tags that help me to know the type of credit that is offered, the areas of interest the course content is related to, if the course can be accessed through self-enrollment or if it requires pre-registration, and the target audience for the course. You'll see that this assistive technology course is listed twice. We offer it both as self-enrollment and as a pre-registration course. Self-enrollment courses are just that. Participants can enroll themselves at any time and complete the course at their own pace, within their chosen time frame. There are no requirements for when a self-enrollment course needs to be completed. Pre-registration courses are designed for early intervention professionals who want Pennsylvania Act 48. Act 48 credit is awarded to professional educators in Pennsylvania for the completion of continuing education. Those professionals need to complete a certain number of Act 48 hours every 5 years in order to maintain an active teaching certificate. For these courses, participants register to take a course in a particular month and must complete all course requirements by the last day of that month to be marked complete and receive credit. All of our courses offer infant-toddler credit to meet the infant-toddler annual training requirement. Now let's take a look at the families page. On the main families page, you'll find links to 3 other pages: Connect and Get Involved, Resources, and Important Forums. Right now, you'll also find some nice resources from the Fred Rogers Center on relationship-focused family engagement. Let's take a look at Connect and Get Involved. On this page, there are resources for families to help them link to other families, opportunities for leadership development for families, and information on advisory groups. On the resources page, families will find information on child development resources, information on community parent training and resource centers, as well as information that will help them navigate their early intervention experience. Under Important Forms, families will find the evaluation reports for both infant, toddler, and preschool early intervention, as well as the Individualized Family Service Plan and the Individualized Education Plan, and their annotated documents to help families understand these plan forms better. Let's head back to the home page so we can take a look at the Topic of Interest pages. Topic of Interest pages allow for easy discovery of new information about a range of topics. Let's look at the Inclusion Topic of Interest page. All of our Topic of Interest pages are set up with highlighted resources on the left side of the page and resources that are more permanent listed on the right side of the page. The highlights on the left side are just that and will rotate about every 3 months. So if you see something in this section that you are interested in, it's a good idea to bookmark it for future reference. The items on the right side of the page will be there for a much longer period of time. These are resources we feel should always be available. One of the nice things about navigating our site is that when you are on any of our Topic of Interest pages, you can simply hover over the images at the bottom of the page and link out to another topic of interest. Sometimes Topic of Interest pages have interactive objects, like this one on Kara's Kit, which guides teachers through the process of making adaptations for individuals or groups of children who are experiencing challenges during their daily routines and activities. We won't have time to go through it now, but it is a fantastic resource, and I encourage you to explore it on your own. 5 courses on inclusive practices are also available. As you can see, there are many other topics, resources, and professional development opportunities here. I hope you'll take some time to explore on your own.